We were live, and then I think we had to come back and redo this again. I know we're live now. If you are watching this by rebroadcast, thank you so much. You are welcome. Welcome to my sanctuary. This is where I do all of the things that I do, the study, the talk, the up, the down, the quiet time, the tears, the triumphs, all of the good things that happen, many times happen right here in what I call the sanctuary. This is my space. This is the space where I'm able to get in touch with the things that I have to get in touch with in order to be able to get through the day, to get through the week, just to get through life. And I want to welcome you into my sanctuary. Not only that, there are many who are coming in right now, and I want to say thank you for letting us come into your sanctuary. So just scoot over. I'm going to bring a lot of people in to sit on your couch today. So I hope you got some snacks and all those good things for them. Take a moment before we get started and press the like button. Press the like, L-I-K-E. Find that like button now. You say, well, what about on like? Oh, you're going to like this. You are going to like. If it was a love button, you would be pressing love. But since we don't have a love button, you got a like button. So press that like button right now. And if what I'm going to talk about today is called this. We're going to talk about the mask. Yeah. We're going to talk about the mask. You can bring the music down now. We're going to talk about the mask. I'm not talking about Jim Carrey's mask. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about this little thing right here that has been causing so many issues around our country and so much conversation and so much talk. This is what's happening around this whole Corona COVID-19 thing. But what I'm going to say about this, you probably may not have ever heard before. So you may want to take a moment and share this with someone. I mean, tell them, listen, I know he's getting ready to say something. I know he's getting ready to do something that's going to help us to see this in a totally different way. I'm going to flip this around. I want you to see it totally different. Let's look at things through the eyes of the Spirit. This is called my Master Key class. So make sure you share it and comments. If you're new, if this is your first time, just type in new. I'm glad to see you, and I'm glad that you're here. I have been talking with people from doctors, people just on the street, people in waiting rooms, people in offices, people in just waiting outside while they're waiting on their orders, talking from the window, asking people questions, watching some people walk in places with masks, watching some people walk in without it. We've been seeing it happen in church services that are now opening up, funerals and memorial services that are taking place. Some have it, some don't. We've been hearing about it on talk shows. We've been seeing it on television. We've been hearing about it all throughout our country. Some wear it, some don't. Hold back, social distancing. And they'll say, oh, no, I'm not. And they'll give a reason for why they don't. What I want to do, I'm going to brush through those reasons. But what I want to do and share with you tonight is something that was so dropped into my heart about this. And we've been asked throughout this whole pandemic thing, to do several things. Constantly wash our hands. I think all of us, we have, I mean, I've washed my hands more than I've ever washed my hands. And it's not always a nice thing to say, yeah, you wash your hands, but you're constantly washing over and over and again, along with all of the alcohol and everything that we've been washing our hands with. Secondly, we've been told to wear the mask. Thirdly, we've been told to social distance, 6 feet. In some cases now they're saying 8 feet. In some cases they're starting to find out that it's even 14 to 16 feet. As this country is beginning to open up, some people are saying the country needs to open. Some people are saying the country does not need to open. Well, if you don't open, economically, this country will begin to collapse. You keep forgetting now that this country is built on capitalism. It's money. But at the same time, people, if their health is not there, medical science is saying, listen, we need to take this slow. There are some on the other side saying we need to speed it up. So you've got this, I don't want to say it's a battle, but it's kind of a push and shove thing where we got to get back to work, but at the same time, how do we protect ourselves? And this is where this mask comes in. It is part of what science is saying we have to protect ourselves. But there are several things that we're beginning to hear from people. And we see some that are wearing it, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'll never forget a few years ago when I would watch television, watch the news, and you would see China, and you would see the people who were wearing these masks, and it was the strangest looking thing. I'll just be honest with you. I said, oh my goodness, I don't think I could ever do that. That's the strangest looking thing. Why are they wearing masks? And I thought, well, it must be the smog that's over there. Well, we don't have smog, so we never gave it a single thought. But now here we are in our own country with masks. And some are wearing it and some are not. As a matter of fact, I just saw on Instagram where a man walks in, I believe Costco's, and he was talking about, he's not wearing a mask, and people in the grocery store said, well, if you're not going to wear a mask, you can't come in here. And they took his cart and started moving his cart away. And the guy got a little belligerent about it. And he says, you can't take away my rights. These are my rights. This is my right. This is a free country. And of course, they just took that cart right on away. Fortunately, that turned out good. Nobody got hurt. But we're seeing around this country that there are people who are even becoming violent over being asked to leave